Good evening. Welcome to your Ass Hurts News Network, coming to you live from the tip top of Cock Tower Square with your host, Sergeant Friday. Sarge, how you doing?
Cletus
Sergeant?
doesn't come out as nice as Cletus.
No, it doesn't. It
I
doesn't.
told my friend, I said, "You so fucked up, I wouldn't fuck you with Cletus's dick." He goes, "Who's Cletus?" I said, "You fucking homo."
Oh, fuck. That's
Fucking
funny.
people walk right into my traps. It's fucking fun. Oh my god.
I think I'm going to change my government name to Cletus.
There you
I
go.
think
It's a good
I
name.
think I might. Yeah, it's a fucking great name. I think I might.
I, your mom and I argued about that, but I was insistent. It's Cletus or I just abort him. But he's already born. Well, I'll just find fucking a Democrat. We'll fix that. So yeah, we yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's never too late in their eyes, right?
Yeah.
Nothing like making a mistake that you fucking you multiply by a trillion. Just kill the kid. How about wear a condom? That's the conversation I want to have. How about wear a condom? It's a woman's right to choose. Well, she should have kept her feet on the floor and not in the air. I said that to a girl I met off Match.com. I thought she was going to kill me.
Yeah.
I said, maybe you should have kept your feet on the floor and not in the air. She had 8 kids, bro. She was 26.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah,
That's
man. Prettiest woman I ever met in my life, too. I couldn't even believe she was sitting across from me in the same room as me. I'm like a fucking org. This one girl sitting across, and I'm thinking, huh, damn. But the 8 kids was a finish line for Sarge.
Yeah, and then your statement about her 8 kids was the finish line for her.
Yeah, bro. I'm thinking to myself, you can't even take this family out for ice cream. You literally need to go buy a bus because there isn't a vehicle available that will ride 10 people. There just isn't. Name one. Ford, Chevy, Chrysler. Who makes a vehicle for 10?
Church van, one of those Ford Econo-lines with 4
It's like
rows
a
of
short
seats.
bus for the retards that get driven to school, right? Yeah, but that's not that is like that's a commercial vehicle. Do I need to get a CDL license to drive these people for ice cream? What's going on here, Cletus? Who was that masked man? I was gone. Holy Christ! It is what it is. So to the viewing audience, listen. Look, we got 6 people. We're kicking ass. We've got 18. That must mean there's people in X. We'll have to go into X to see. I don't know why he calls it X. Yeah, there's 10 people in X, and X so they can't vote. I don't think unless they talk in the chat on X. But these Xers are a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Something about. Remember my comment the other day about makeup?
You're gonna have to remind me.
Well, where I said how unfair it is. These women get to fucking turn themselves into whatever the fuck they want, right? And then you got to deal with the ramifications after they wash their face. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on, Cletus?
It's like Kamala's campaign, huh?
Well, watch this. Yeah. So now, some people that I know that come in that have known me have commented that when I share the screen stuff, they like that better than the way I used to stream before.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, it's kind of cool to be able to do this. But anyway, here's an example of fucking removed makeup. I don't know how well you can see that. Maybe I got to make it bigger. No, maybe not. I don't know.
I'll be able to see it once it. There we go.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
What in the holy hell is that?
Somebody's wrong for that. Put the damn filter on that woman.
I But just look at that mug. What the? Put your makeup back on, bitch. I don't want to hear you. Now I definitely don't want to see you.
That fucking nose could smell tomorrow.
Holy fuck. That's that alcoholic nose. You know those ones, they get all them little fucking blackheads in them. You've seen that, right? I mean, come on. We know.
Oh,
We know.
fuck.
Oh, what else do we got? Here we go. Let me see. Stop sharing. Here, look at Trump is Trump. He's got a fucking sense of humor, and it's not really the best sense of humor, but at least he's got one, you know.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Kamala hates me.
Look at cat,
Yeah.
dude. They eat cats and dogs. They're eating geese.
Oh.
They are definitely eating geese and duck. Now, the cat and dog claim there was a woman arrested for having cat hair and blood all over her from a cat, but they're claiming she's an American citizen. But she didn't respond to any English commands, so I think they're lying because she's black. So they're going to say, "Oh, she's American." But anyway, and here's the thing: when their pets are going missing, and you know they're killing and eating things from the park, like domesticated animals. It's not a far leap to come up with the idea maybe they ate my dog, right?
Yeah. No.
But they do animal sacrifices, the Haitians, with their voodoo.
Right.
That's also real. So maybe they're not eating them, right? I'll give them that. Maybe they're not chowing down on the pets, but it's fucking funny for a guy running for president to say that shit like that to me.
You know, it was amazing tonight. I was flipping through the news thumbnails, and I don't even know why I fucking do that because I never watch any of it, but I get a gist of what the narrative of the day is, right? And that was one of the biggest. That was probably the biggest commonality across all of them is Trump's misinformation about migrants killing pets. I had to have seen that like 6 times out of maybe 15 thumbnails on the news feed. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, why? Number one, I'm just sitting here looking at this and I'm going, y'all, why don't y'all debunk his position on the migrant problem? Why do you narrow it fucking down to the fact that migrants are eating pets? You're not, because what you're essentially doing is agreeing, yeah, there is a migrant problem, but no, they're not eating pets.
Right.
So
The
nobody
argument
freak
is,
the fuck out.
let's not talk about the death and destruction they're causing. Let's just talk about. But again, here's a video of a guy that was approached by an independent news agency. And I don't know if this is manufactured or set up, but let's watch what this guy said.
All right.
But I know he was crying and upset because they killed his cats. You know, people's talked about their dogs being stolen and eaten. It's ridiculous.
Biden did this. We need Trump back in office. We do. And I'm voting for Trump.
Did you see that?
Trump gets back in
I
office.
couldn't see it. Do it again. Let me turn this phone.
But I know he was crying and upset because they killed his cats. You know, people's talked about their dogs being stolen and eaten. It's ridiculous.
Biden.
See Biden there?
Yeah.
Watch what he does, man. This guy's sitting down next to him as a Trumper. The whole room is Trumpers. Remember that video I showed where they walked in and got ignored? This is that event. Watch.
Okay.
Did this. We need Trump back in office. We do.
See what he did?
I can't make out what the fuck he's doing.
He's putting a fucking Trump hat on.
I thought that's what that might accidentally be.
No, it wasn't accidental.
I mean, he fucking may as well. I'm telling you, that's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. I can see him. I can see.
Oh, he carries it on the plane with him when he leaves. He said, "I'm stealing this." He took it from the guy that gave it to him.
Oh,
yeah, I'll play the video. This is fucking awesome. Let me see. How do I get this to go
crazy?
I'll play the video too. Watch. Oh shit! Now the present is cool, but it does have its limits. And that when you want to change screen size.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see how it looks to you guys. See, it's too small. Did that increase size? Is that better?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, here you go. Watch.
Trump, I'll give you my presidential hat. Presidential seal on it. You want an autograph it? Oh, sure, I'll autograph it. Huh? Yeah. You remember your name? I don't remember my name. I'm slow. You're old part. You're an old part. Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy. And you're an old person. I know you would know about that. What? About being old. Oh, I know. All right. I'm a young timer. It reminds me of the guys I grew up with. There was always one in the neighborhood. Well, I'm the only one. There you go, man. I need that hat. Want my autograph? Hell no. My name. Come on. I ain't going that far. Yeah. You do a selfie. There you go. Hey, I'm proud of you now.
He fucking said, "I'm proud of you now."
No, you don't.
Thank you. They're good. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I hope you like the pizza. You guys picked the place to get. I don't know where it's not easy.
That's fun.
Later in the day, he's seen walking into Air Force One carrying that fucking hat.
That's funny.
Dude.
He's probably got it hanging on his fucking wall. It's probably sitting on the desk of the Oval Office.
Incredible, bro.
It's a
probably gonna have it mounted for Trump's return, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking welcoming gift.
Maybe he'll give it to Trump on the goodbye meeting. You know what I mean? Trump, I helped you get elected. Now go easy on me. I'm old.
Yeah.
All right. Holy fuck, Cletus. It's just fucking incredible. Oh, my.
Unreal.
Now, also, Trump supporters are lining the street where Kamala Harris is going to give a fucking speech. So she's got to drive by these people in her motorcade with all these Trump signs and flags and people fucking whistling and hooting. It's some fucking shit or what, bro? Oh, man, that's worth watching too. Here, I'll present this. I saved a bunch of stuff just because some of it's just fucking funny, man. It just is. I don't know what to say. It's just funny shit. I don't know if that's presenting itself.
Yeah.
Really good afternoon. Yeah, we're here along River Street in Wilkes-Barre where the old Sterling Hotel was located. And as you can see behind me, there are lines of supporters here, people coming out, lots of music, lots of cheering, lots of honking. They're sending a message to Vice President Kamala Harris and showing their support for former President Donald Trump. Now, people began arriving here around 3 o'clock holding signs, posters, and flags. The Trump supporters have been catching the attention of traffic, as you can see from some of this video and from what you just saw. It's a pretty high traffic area here. You can hear people honking, cheering. Again, you can hear the music behind me, the energy. Again, guys, it is so high here right now. Hi, Julie. Good afternoon.
Who said we don't have a sense of humor, Cletus?
That's fucking fun.
Holy fuck, man. It's just fucking epic. So, yeah, Trump supporters lining the streets because, why not?
Wonder what would happen if they went to a rally.
Yeah, they'd probably get kicked out.
I mean, that would be fair. I would want that. I would absolutely fucking want that.
Why wouldn't you let them in,
You're right, yeah.
They might. We don't know what that's a good question. We just don't know what they would do. If anything at all, maybe nothing, or just let them climb, get right up in there. They probably would argue, look, Trump people came to support Kamala. They turned it into some twisted fucking lie.
Yeah.
Right?
Undoubtedly.
Because they're so good at that. So now I'm going to show you Kamala's presenting herself to the media to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
And so people in a restaurant or wherever the hell she may be are asking her a question. I'm going to present that so people can see this because this is kind of interesting.
How are you feeling about Pennsylvania?
I am feeling very good about Pennsylvania because there are a lot of people in Pennsylvania who deserve to be seen and heard. That's why I'm here in Johnstown. and I will be continuing to travel around the state.
How are you feeling about Pennsylvania?
Watch your body language.
I am feeling very good about Pennsylvania because there are a lot of people in Pennsylvania who should be seen and heard. That's why I'm here in Johnstown, and I will be continuing to travel around the state.
I thought she was going to say because there's a lot of Trump supporters.
she was scrolling back in her memory of all the fucking talking points and trying to pick one. That was funny as hell. She's like, what the fuck do I say about this?
Bro, she gives no substantive answer to anything.
No, she never
wants to build an economy, an opportunity economy. I just need America to be America. And guess what? That comes like in the box. It comes with opportunity, right? That's the fucking deal. That's what America's based on. So what's an opportunity economy? I'm befuddled on that statement.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
And then I want to show this. I don't know that in the 21st century, right? Are we in the 21st century?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know how many of us, especially if there's any black viewers that come in here, and I welcome all black Americans to come in here. And blacks from anywhere, but primarily Americans, because I don't really have any fucking clue what's going on with anyone else. But anyway, I want and the white people that are in here, the Hispanic, if there's Asians, if you're from somewhere else around the globe, I want you to see what was commonly known in the United States as what we would call a jigaboo.
One would think,
and just to be clear, the field slaves would call people like this a jigaboo. They created that term, not white guys, black women. And they were making that statement towards the
career ending.
This guy
the way he desecrated Arlington National Cemetery would be career ending for normal politicians.
You see the guy on the right?
Yeah.
That's the 21st century house slave. He's the perfect fucking photo album. You know when you put people's faces on milk cartons missing?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker would be on a billboard, house slave. All I need is money, and I will parrot any left-wing, anti-American fucking statement you want to hear. And I'll do it in style in my actual house slave outfit with my house slave hairdo. The hair looks like it was set on top by accident. I think maybe he bumped into somebody and their wig fell on him. I don't know what happened to this guy.
Well, who is he?
I don't even know. I've never seen the guy before.
I'm assuming this is what the fuck, Joy Reid.
Oh yeah, Reid, because she's another house slave, big time. And there's the white person that's going to be minimized, but that white person could get either one of these people thrown out in the field. Little do they know, right? And they would rather point to the master who needs to be whipped, regardless of color. And that's some house slaves. And this guy, he's got that Butler-esque kind of hairdo going, I guess, from 1865 after the Civil War ended. He neglected to cut his hair. I don't know. It's a very fucked up hairdo, Cletus. He looks like a marshmallow man, except he's black. If that were a white dude, he could be a Stay Puft guy from Ghostbusters.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. Saying shit no one wants to hear. Oh, look at Franklin is in here. Now, the guy that's in here, he owns an elephant and camels, and he doesn't own a donkey. He's kind of a jackass himself, so he probably there you go. That accounts for donkeys, right? Roost? No. What are those things? Flamingo? Not flamingo. Peacocks? You name it, man.
Is this the same guy you got to resort to childish behavior?
Yes, I get him. Yes, the guy that I hung up on him, and he kept calling back until he got a chance to hang up on me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
His team was up 3-2 in the 8th. So, I guess he's happy. He's got a couple minutes. He'd come in. He missed some of the presents. He's one of the people that have told me, he likes to see the presentation on the screen like that.
Yeah.
It enhances the stream somehow, he says.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Gives him something to look at other than your ugly ass and this statue of me. or a giant cock tower. So yeah.
Oh,
I didn't really think you could enhance the cock tower, but you know, hey, to each their own.
You know, I think someone needs to do a meme with comma, 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 Kamala, or commie, Kamala. She comes and goes. And then show her saying she's going to ban guns, and then on the stage telling the public she won't do that, right?
Yeah.
And then continue on with the song. And then the next one, show her where she's going to ban fracking, but now on the stage she's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right? And connect it to that song.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to make memes, because I'd do a split screen. It would have her on, you know, one side saying, "Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do." The other side telling us, "No, we're not going to do that." Criminal motherfuckers. We've been conquered by the crime cartels, and these are their fucking puppets. You know, those are the people you got to watch out for. Like people claim Hillary had all these people killed. Hillary couldn't kill a fucking housefly if it landed on the fly swatter. For fuck's sake. It's not her or Bill doing it. It's the crime cartels that they're owned by because of their filthy lifestyles. Like, you know, and they want to keep it secret. They want the public to know. So what if Bill was sucking dick? Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah.
Whatever they were doing. If they were banging kids, well, no, that's a crime that you gotta hide, right? So I don't know what the fuck these people, how they gotten so tied up in all of the criminality that's around this world. I don't know if you hear what's going on in Russia. Have you heard about any news from Russia?
No, I hadn't.
Well, then here I got to appropriately use the tools that are available to us.
Right? I saw some thumbnails about
breaking news on behalf of what's his name there, Franklin Murray, who I call Frank Elefante because the guy owns an elephant, and I thought, you know, he's in show business. He should have changed his name to Franklin Elefante. It would have fit. Nonetheless, apparently NATO and the allies are wanting to arm Ukraine with long-range missiles so they can fire them deep into the Russian territory.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And Putin unequivocally has stated that would be the beginning of World War III. It would no longer be a war against the Ukraine. It would be a war against the West.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's besides Trump getting taken out, right? And we got to now worry about us all being incinerated under the fucking nuclear sun that could burst above our heads. Because these fucking people don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. And they've already been out there for years talking about we need to reduce the population of Earth. What better way than to incinerate them all?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, all this fear that you can't inhabit lands for thousands of years is a fucking farce. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Mm-hmm. I am.
Yeah, it's just not true. Look at Hiroshima was immediately reoccupied. Nagasaki was reoccupied. Fukushima is being reoccupied.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fucking bullshit, man. Yeah. So, yeah, we're in a very precarious situation here with this election. And Senator Blumenthal, who's a Democrat, came out and said there's some really fucking nonsense going on with that assassination attempt. And for a Democrat to come forward and say that, that's just kind of fucking. And he's not a fan of Trump. He's not one of those Democrats that are, you know, not a hater of Trump.
Well, what's funny is I've noticed, like I said, I don't really watch any of it, but I go through the thumbnails, right, and the titles, and just kind of get a feel of things. And one of the trends that I've noticed is that other than the debate, you know, in 2020, you could definitely tell where the lines in the sand were with the news networks, right? Or at least how they would present it. But this year, you can't. You can about the debate, but you can't about anything else. Because every fucking body goes at Kamala. Every fucking body goes at her. And it's just like, yeah, how about that? That's fucking insane.
Well, she just lost a homosexual influencer, and I'm not sure what that means. Got me a little worried. I don't know what that means. He's a gay influencer, so
she lost his support or her support.
Yeah, I'm going to play it right now. It's a he.
Okay.
And I've never seen the video. A lot of the stuff you see me throw up on the screen, folks, I've never seen it. I'm equal opportunity. Don't give a fuck. So here we go.
I had to delete my last video because I called Kamala Harris a lot of words that probably would get me in trouble. I'm going to tell you this. I just saw her at her rally just now. She's antagonizing any Trump voter. She's the nastiest bitch I've ever just had to listen to in my life. I'm going to tell you that this is my line in the sand. If you support Kamala Harris, I want nothing to fucking do with you. Ever. I don't want you to step foot in my house. I don't want you to talk to anybody that I know. I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to shake my hand. I don't want a gift from you. I don't want you here on holidays. I don't want to see you passing in the street. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to debate with you. I don't want to share anything with you. Not even the same oxygen as you. I hate you as much as I hate her. And I'm sorry, that's where I'm at right now. So she's disgusting. She's a pig. She's disgusting. So the words that I used in my last video were better, but Jimmy was like, you probably don't want to post that. So I don't want to ever have anything to do with you if you support her. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Well,
tell us how you really feel, sir.
Yeah, well, he said he went to a rally, and that's the way she's behaving in the rally, which is, these people are all telling him he's a threat to democracy while they're picking who's going to run for office.
Yeah.
Right? The polar bearer spoke, and it's not going to be Joe, who's a sitting president, which nobody had any power to take him out of that post. So what did they hold over this guy's head? Right?
Yeah.
You know that happened. So they held something over his head. He fucking squeaked a little bit. And then this is what I said when this first happened. And a lot of people, especially pollsters and people watching the election, aren't paying attention. He threw Kamala out there to fuck the Democratic Party for fucking him. That was his revenge on them. He doesn't support Trump is right when Biden says he hates her. That's not a myth, man. He kept her as far away from what he was doing as possible. He made her border czar. He tried to keep her away from the action.
Yeah.
She would get photo ops with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Kamala is the least popular person, literally almost the least popular person almost ever to run and try to seek a nomination for the presidency in 2020 when she ran against Biden. And then they put her in there with him, right? This Marxist fucking monitor, because that's what she was going to be for the fucking crooks, the monitor of Biden. And then it wasn't Biden. We know Biden wasn't running the presidency. She really wasn't either. It's the bureaucratic criminal fucking cartels that are running this country, and they're making the decisions. They're the one that create these bills. Congressmen don't sit down in a room and think of a fucking law to make or how to spend that money. Other people write this information and bring it to them. I don't know if you know how that works, but it's criminal on its face.
Yeah.
How bills get produced, man. So anyway, Kamala, if I were Trump, I wouldn't have debated her to begin with, because I think that would have forced her in front of the media where she could have fumbled and stumbled and fucking giggled. Right? And nonetheless, that him putting her there as the lead to run for president is his revenge on the Democratic Party. He knows if he couldn't win, there ain't no fucking way this broad's going to win. But guess what? You're kicking me out. When I get on TV to announce I'm leaving, I'm going to fucking nominate Harris. Fuck all of you people. And I guarantee when he did that, they never seen it coming. That's why there was a mad scramble. Obama's, the Clintons, nobody supported that decision. There wasn't anybody running to the news cameras. Yeah. Until a few days went by. Now what were they going to do? Come out and say that Joe Biden's fucking shot in the head. He had no right to nominate her, and we're going to have it. You know what I mean? He really fucked the Democratic Party by doing that. And even to this day, where's Obama walking around with her? Where are these big Democrats that are having rallies for Kamala?
And when he leaves office, he's probably going to get in front of a camera and look very professional, and he's going to grin real big and go, "Gotcha, bitch." If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah. This fucking guy's a trip, bro. Oh my God. Now, good news. SpaceX did get a couple of astronauts into space with their own suits. which is a big step that a private company has been able to do this. Just amazing. They completed their first ever commercial spacewalk, the furthest from Earth in over 50 years, yet no recognition or appreciation from the president. For Democratic Party, politics always come first, not America. Nice.
Yeah, I haven't even seen anything about that.
Yeah.
You would think that would be fucking big news.
National news.
Yeah. I mean, that's that, you know, when you look back at the space race and Kennedy's speech, right? I mean, how many fucking times have we heard that in our lifetime? And how big of a deal it was. But now we have us, you know, anytime we make any achievements toward what we were trying to achieve 60 years ago, nobody says shit about it.
Right.
That's crazy.
Listen, I gotta come up here and wait. Cletus, we have breaking news of an invasion at a mall. It's quite shocking, and I want to you know give this is not rated G. This is what is that warning you give? You know,
trigger warning.
Not just a trigger warning, but this is not for children under the age of consent. Okay.
Yeah.
So parents, you know, send your children. I don't know. Don't send them to buy a candy bar for $3 fucking. They'll bankrupt in one trip to the fucking 7-Eleven. But send them out of the damn room, okay? At least. So here we are. You see the screen?
Yeah.
Man walks around the mall naked, carrying a fire extinguisher for defense.
Whoa.
Ow, motherfucker! Welcome to America. Holy fuck. I was watching a couple of. Oh, man.
Whoa.
What in the fuck is going on?
Dude. Whoa.
Ta-da!
Like, what the fuck? Number one, what the fuck was that guy doing standing there? And number two, what the fuck did he hit him with?
A shovel.
God.
He hit him with a shovel, bro. Right in the back of the head.
Wow.
Pardon me. Oh, you know what that is? That's what they use to pick the sweep up the shit on the floor in the mall. So it's not a dustpan. It's more like a shovel, but it's at a 90-degree angle so that you can put it on the ground and sweep up dust and dirt.
Fuck.
That was epic, wasn't it?
Yeah, he fucking rocked him.
Wow, that should be a fucking fuck around and find out moment right there.
No, I mean, I'm not chastising the guy for it. I mean, it is what it fucking is. If that's what you felt like the proper recourse was, then, you know, hey, do you.
Well, the dude standing in the mall naked like that with a fire extinguisher to defend himself or to keep people away. Yeah, he had that coming in spades.
Yeah.
One swing wasn't enough. Should have fucking flapped him on his back and whacked his fucking tallywhacker with that shovel. Right?
Oh. Wow.
Oh, Cletus.
Yeah.
Going
I don't know.
You sound like you feel bad for the guy.
No, I'm just no, I mean, I don't feel bad for the guy. I'm just fucking amazed. Like this show is probably more exposure to what the fuck is going on in the world than I have in my entire life. So when I see shit like that, I'm just like, yeah, this is why I fucking stay inside. This is why I stay on my land. Yeah. Because you motherfuckers is crazy.
Look at, you know, the crime stats that they tried to tell Trump were lower under Biden were finally released by a whistleblower. And the crime stats show murders, shootings, rapes, women abuse up as much as 60% since he was in office. Right?
Yeah.
Here's another fucking crazy thing.
On August 31st, 2024, at approximately 5:23 a.m., a 911 call came in for the address of 329 Knapp Avenue. The call initially came in as a fire at the location. Irondequoit Police, as well as personnel from the Irondequoit Fire Department, St. Paul Fire Department, the Point Pleasant Fire Department, and Irondequoit Ambulance responded to the location. The fire inside the structure was quickly addressed and brought under control. While searching the location, several individuals were located inside and found to be deceased. The names of the deceased are Fraime Ubaldo, he's a 30-year-old male from 3029 Knapp Avenue. I'm sorry about pronunciation on this. Marangeli Moreno Santiago, 26-year-old female from 329 Knapp Avenue. Evangeline Ubaldo Moreno, 4-year-old female from 329 Knapp Avenue. And Sebastian Ubaldo Moreno, 2-year-old male, 329 Knapp Avenue. Sorry. Due to the condition of the bodies, it was readily apparent that this was going to be a homicide investigation. Officers on scene worked with fire personnel to ensure it was safe to be inside. After it was determined to be safe for fire and police personnel, the location was secured to start a methodical investigation. Crime scene technicians and investigators from the Irondequoit Police Department and the Monroe County Fire Bureau worked diligently to process the scene. Due to the nature of the scene, our processing took almost 2 days. Limited information was initially given out due to the need to inform family members that had to be located in other states. Peer counselors were brought in immediately for the initial emergency responders and remain available for the upcoming days. Anyone with information is asked to call the Irondequoit Police Department at 585-336-6000, or if you wish to remain anonymous, please call Crime Stoppers at 585-423-9300.
Now, these people were killed by illegal immigrants. Okay. And that's not far from where I live.
Wow.
That's fucked up, bro.
No,
and they don't report these crimes. Most of these liberal fucking left-wing fucking cities keep it quiet. You know, why aren't they don't report about all the black crime? And I don't want blacks to be demonized as a result of it, but goddamn, there's people down there that aren't committing crime, right? And they're hostage to the ones that are. That's the fucking problem, and they keep it secret.
No, I mean the data is the data. It only becomes a fucking it only becomes an accusation or a finger pointing thing at some particular demographic if you make it that. You know what I mean? And that's the easy fucking way out instead of figuring out what the real fucking problem is.
Oh,
but
man,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I said earlier, I don't know if people on X are actually able to get in here, but if they chat in the X platform, their information does come through to this platform, which I suspect, I don't know if it probably doesn't show up on YouTube, does it?
I don't think so.
It does not show up on YouTube. He does not. Yeah, and there's very few people on YouTube because we came, and you know, you're part of the true crime, whatever the fuck you want to call that community, and most of the dumb fucks in true crime don't realize that the crime that's going on is significantly bigger, and I mean this, than 4 people killed in Idaho. Your entire fucking country is being criminalized, and you don't want to talk politics, okay? You want to talk about the fucking shoe that was found fucking 4 blocks away, or some fucking reflections in asphalt because you're some sick fuck that needs to stop doing drugs. Yeah. Anyway, Cletus?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I've been in deep thought today about about true crime, but not really so much true crime, just missing people situations, right? I've just been in some deep thought and reflection on the whole Sebastian thing because I think what I hear more often than probably anything else is that's not how and you can fill in the blank with whatever, should act. That's not how a missing parent or a parent of a missing child should act. That's not how somebody on YouTube should act. That's not how somebody searching should act, you know? And I've really been thinking about that.
You're talking about that guy, Seth?
No, well, I'm not. No, I mean, it's honestly not. He hasn't really talked in a while, but I would say the majority of what I hear are people that, you know, just very adamantly support him, which, you know, I don't give a fuck, right? But it's that statement, those statements about that's not how this person, that person, whatever should act. And I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day, all of us miss the fucking mark when we think like that, because at the end of the fucking day, we're not in each other's fucking shoes, and none of us act fucking right. We sit on the fucking internet for hours a day arguing about shit that doesn't fucking matter.
No, it doesn't.
And it's like,
and no solutions are ever part of the conversation.
No, I mean, I've been playing a Sarge for the past couple of days. There's a guy that came into YouTube from the TikTok side, and he's a local here too. And he came in with the whole Sebastian situation. I don't know what his past has been on TikTok, but he's come into YouTube with this Sebastian thing. And he's got, fucking boat and drones and all kinds of shit. And he had done a stream the day before yesterday, and he was talking about how he just hates the fucking drama. So he and I spoke after that stream, and I'm like, look, if you want to fucking get away from the drama, you got to give people something to fucking do that's not drama. Because I'm like, you getting on your platform every fucking day and talking about the drama is not getting you away from it. It's getting you embedded in it. I'm like, you've got all this fucking equipment. You've got a boat. You've got drones. You've got, you seem to have an idea of what needs to be fucking done. How many other fucking people do you think have that same idea of what needs to be done, but nobody's fucking doing it?
Right.
And I'm like, imagine what would happen is if you reformed what you've come into this with and actually started doing something productive. Show a fucking map. Say you're going to go here today. Show footage from your drone flights. I'm like, if people that fucking scrutinize the shit out of everybody else but get tired of it, they will look at that fucking footage, and you never know. They may fucking spot something that you didn't see.
Right. It could be a fight club in a garage down the street that was picked up by a Chinese satellite and synchronous orbit.
It could be, right? You never fucking know. And it's like, I don't know. I'm sitting back and I'm going, when I said all this, I'm like, well, hey, you stupid motherfucker, why don't you do that? Right. And I thought about you. I'm like, well, fuck. No, I'll just convince everybody else to fucking do it. I'm going to be lazy. But it really is that situation, right? The more I've thought about it, I'm like, yeah, we really don't fucking take action, and we get so caught the fuck up in arguing about shit that none of us are ever going to fucking prove. We're never going to fucking prove it. And at the end of the day, none of it really fucking matters. But anyway, that goes further than just the true crime community. That's just us as a fucking society in general. We just don't take any fucking action. We'd rather sit and bitch at one another about nothing getting done or what needs to be fucking done than actually, putting our britches on and going and fucking doing something.
Hey, well, I got to do something. I do it, but I tend not to find many things that I need to do. So I'm an expert at dodging and weaving. I mean, Muhammad Ali taught me that.
You're an expert at simplifying your life. That's how you got to label that, Sarge.
Well, life is everything is simple. A toaster is simple. So is a nuclear power plant and a jet airplane. Very simple concept, very simple engineering. It takes accuracy and it takes skill, but the concept of everything human is very simple. Except the only thing that's really not simple in man's world is man, because they do so many unexplainable fucking things that don't make any sense whatsoever. Right? Yeah. Well, translucent, you fuck around and find out. The Biden administration gave Iran billions of fucking dollars like that fucking Obama did. And immediately they start fucking paying the Houthis, Hezbollah, and other terrorist groups to go do their dirty work. That's what started the conflict in Israel. The American government giving the fucking money to the Iranians. Right? And now 300 kids died. Well, you got to blame America for that. The people that are in charge of our country did that. It's not Israel killing fucking people. It's Israel responding to an attack where they attacked and killed 1,200 fucking people. Took people fucking hostage. They've killed an American. These terrorist groups need to be eradicated. Like, do you wipe your ass and save the paper for later? Or do you throw it in the toilet and flush it down? That's what needs to happen with these fucking... That's not bullshit. That's an absolute fact. Why don't you go read the fucking facts? The Biden administration gave Iran billions of fucking dollars. And that money was then used by Iran, as it's always used, to fund their terrorist organizations and build their weapons. Don't tell me it's bullshit. When's the last time you read any fucking newsworthy information through research? Probably never. You sit on YouTube and listen to these fucking cuckolds tell you what to think. Same thing in Ukraine. Obama started that fucking war in 2014. Just go Google Ukraine war 2014. It was called Obama's war. America started that fucking war with Russia. Russia didn't start that fucking war. Not even close. Yet I hate Putin. Putin's defending himself from our aggression. And the Israelis are defending themselves. There's an issue there about whose land and all it is, but let it the fuck go. It's like the Indians over here arguing it's their land. No, motherfucker. No, motherfucker. We kicked your ass and took it. And what we didn't kick your ass and take, we traded for you with whiskey and beads. Okay? Colored beads and whiskey. And you sold it to us. Sorry. Right? But not sorry. Of course, they're not a brutal people. The majority of the Israelis are not a brutal society. They don't want this war. They were protesting in the street by the fucking millions to end this war. They want to get rid of Netanyahu, but their problem goes all the way to Iran is the fucking one. Go look at where our troops are in Africa. Okay? They're in Yemen fighting UT fucking radicals that are supported by fucking Iran who uses them to attack Saudi Arabia. You need, don't even bring up world politics because you're going to irritate me with your ignorance. I'm already halfway there. Cletus?
I'm already halfway there. No, I've learned not to challenge you on facts that, when you say go look it up, I believe you. I believe you.
Listen, I don't have any dog in the game other than the truth on anything I try to address. And when I'm wrong, I'll promptly admit it. But there is no one on earth that can contradict what I just said through looking up facts. Iran is the behind. These are proxy fucking, I forget what they call them. They're not mercenaries, but there's a term. They are terrorists, but they're arms of the Iranian military.
Yeah.
Okay? And they're the ones causing the trouble in the Middle East. The Israelis have fucking Palestinians and Arabs in their government, in their businesses. It's crazy. I don't know what people think is going on over there. But the Palestinians don't have a right to that fucking land any more than if might makes right, then they just need to leave. Well, you're not going to stop all the atrocities because we let these fucking idiot people run our country. We, the people, sit down in our fucking hands and watch it go by on the fucking screen and think we're doing something rather than using these screens and this means of communication to physically really do something.
Yeah. Right? I mean, it's not a particular, Sebastian is just no disrespect to him, but his case is just a flavor of the day for social media. I mean, it really is, right? I can't tell you how many people I have seen streaming fucking flight radar of helicopters that are searching for this guy that did the I-75 shooting in Kentucky. And I click on it and I'm like, why are 4,000 people watching this? Like it's a fucking flight radar. But then I think about it and I'll go to like a prepper channel and I'll see them doing the same thing, watching fucking warplanes. And I'm like, why is everybody fucking watching this? Why are you so preoccupied watching this instead of thinking about the things that you could do to fucking change it, to prevent it, to do better? Why are we all stuck on fucking watching it in retrospect instead of thinking about, okay, how the fuck do we do better going forward? It's just crazy.
How do we help solve the problem? What can we do as a group to make a change? That's the other thing that really come up much of the debate, but there's 326,000 missing children from the border. 326,000 missing children and women. Missing. What the fuck does that mean, missing? Are aliens coming over and taking these fucking people? Or are they being sold to sex traffickers? Right? Are they being sold to be fucking slaves in the field for the drug dealers or the other fucking corrupt corporations around the globe? Where are these people going? And what do we as America do? Nothing. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. They don't want to talk about the inner cities in America anymore. They don't give the inner cities any attention. The inner cities have been fucked over. All prominent industry has been fucking chased away from the inner cities. And then they want to blame us suburban whites as the ones that fucking did it. I didn't do it. The fucking people you elected from the Democratic Party did that to these cities. Let's tell the fucking truth. They fucking hate black people. They always have. It's fucking amazing to me how black people have been so easily swindled by the Democratic Party. And like that gay influencer, I didn't like making that statement. Like he said, if you vote for Kamala, I can't even look at you. Spitting on you would be a fucking gift. Right? Me spitting in your face would be a pleasantry. You should accept it as a gift, you stupid motherfuckers. It's insane what's happening. You're in the inner city. You got no business to go. It used to be Ford and GM and Chrysler and Kodak and Bausch and Lomb and IBM and fucking all of these big major corporations had fucking places to go get a job. You could literally fuck up and get a girl pregnant at 18, 17 and go get a job with vacation, health care, and a decent wage. You literally, that's how America was built. And those jobs were all accessible to city people, city occupants, and they spread out into the suburbs. And what did they do? They chased all these fucking businesses out with regulations, with taxes. It's crazy. In my city, here's the insanity of it all. They in New York, I live in New York, you can't have lead in the paint. I don't know if it's like that where you are. Is it like that, Cletus?
Yeah. I'm fairly confident. National thing.
Well, so basically, you're suggesting that the inner city poor, which really comprises a lot of minorities, okay, sadly, are chewing on fucking wood chips and eating lead paint. You want me to believe that the kids and the parents in those areas are that fucking stupid? While in my city, we got a lead smelting plant. What are we doing? Guys that have worked there for 50, 60 fucking years. They live in a normal average lifespan, if not better, with no ill effects, working in a fucking factory that smelts lead, which means melts, right?
Mm-hmm.
What a fuck. We really fucked ourselves because we, the people, stopped being the government and we started to entrust people. And that was okay for a while. But I think if by now you would think, after 60 years of entrusting people, and this isn't even a political party, Republicans are as bad as Democrats. But if you want to look at why the inner cities are so depressed, it's because of the Democratic control of these cities. I'm not saying there's in crime in Republican cities, but you don't have a Chicago-esque type of environment. More people die in Chicago than died in the fucking war in Iraq. What did we lose? Like 144 people over a couple of years? There were like fucking 1,200 deaths in Chicago during the same time. We had fucking 50,000 troops over there fighting an enemy with guns. They literally went over there to get shot, okay, and shoot back. And you lost more people in Chicago by far than you did in an out-and-out shooting fucking war. It's insane, Cletus. And the Bushes and all those other son of a bitches are the ones that have done that to us. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it is, right? And I think, that word obsessive, I get hung up on fucking words sometimes. They send me down a damn train of thought. But I think obsessive is probably the best fucking word to describe what we've all become. Because, and this is one of the things I was thinking about today is it's like, I can remember when everybody was like, "Oh, the internet's it's fucking great," right? And this was before I had access to it. Right, in my little fucking podunk fucking town where they had to pipe in sunshine, right? But yeah, the internet's fucking awesome. You can find anything, you find out anything, right? And I can remember first accessing it, and other than when I got onto ESPN Sports Zone and started trolling people because I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. I learned a lot. Right? Anything I wanted to know, I went and fucking looked at it. And I became obsessed with finding out shit, right? Pulling the information and listening to or learning things. And now it seems like we've progressed to a point where we become obsessed with whatever the topic we're told is important. Right. When at the end of the day, it should be about being obsessed about getting information. And when you get the information and you've drained that fucking source of information, either decide if you can act on something in the information you've gained or move on and find some fucking more.
Well, look at these people with the skills to dig into your background and find out dirt and shit on people, right? Why aren't they directed to go after the people that are running Disney? Or how about the people in charge of the border, the people giving the orders? Why aren't we exposing those people? Maybe they are pedophiles. I don't know, right? I can't say that they're not, but nobody can say that they are either, right? And yet we don't even direct our fucking attention to things that matter in a huge way. I'm not okay with 40 million black slaves in Africa mining fucking cobalt and nickel. I'm just not. I'm not okay with illegal immigrants coming into this country and getting paid much less under the table while the government subsidizes their food, their housing, and their health care. And business owners get to reap the extra profit and put it in their pocket. That's another form of slavery. I don't go for that. I will not hire an illegal immigrant. I don't give a fuck how much more money I can make. I won't do that. I won't play in that fucking system. That's the other reason I'm thinking of retiring next year, because the system is eventually going to run me over. And I'd rather step out and get out of traffic before I get fucking ran down. No, literally. I mean, that's a big issue for me. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm one of the last few contractors in my area that deal with only American workers.
Yeah.
And you know, anyway, but we've done this to ourselves. These people make promises and they just stick it up our ass. I want to play. Let me see if this came up. I want to play this. Watch this. You know the term DEI hire?
Yeah.
All right, watch. Watch this filthy fucking bitch.
Good paying jobs are available. I will also make sure good paying jobs are available to all Americans, not just those with college degrees.
Well, you're going to pay off the college loans, you stupid cunt.
For far too long, our nation has encouraged only one path to success, a four-year college degree.
Huh?
Our nation needs to recognize the value of other paths, additional paths, such as apprenticeships and technical programs.
Actually, not a bad idea. However, that's not what you mean.
So as president, I will get rid of the unnecessary degree requirements for federal jobs.
Right, because someone in the IRS doesn't need an accounting degree, right, please? Someone that works at the Nuclear Regulatory fucking Commission doesn't need a college degree, okay? People in the FDA and the EPA and the CIA, none of these fucking people, listen, bitch, if you want to hire people with no education, then you're talking about fucking cleaners, right? And even they need a minor education to know enough not to mix bleach and ammonia, right?
So,
you need at least some basic competence. But you're going to turn the whole federal government into an agency to hire anybody?
Yeah. When did when did being a federal employee become a skilled labor trade?
Jesus. Well, some of it though really, really is.
Oh my God.
Some of it really, really is. Some of it is not. But if you're going to be an inspector to a meat factory, you ought to have a fucking education in the bacteria and the germs and the handling of that particular fucking field, right?
I'm applying for the head of the FDA. Well, what's your background? I worked at McDonald's for 10 years.
there is a reason to promote or move people through a system on merit. I get it, and I completely support that. But you can't change the entire federal whole program of hiring to what she's saying and expect to have. Look at even these people with degrees can't get it right, and there's no punishment. You know what you need to do? Just start punishing people with the fucking termination.
Yeah,
right.
I've said for a long time the same thing that she's saying, up until the point of removing a degree requirement from federal jobs. Like I just, it's God Almighty. She's so fucking twisted up in her head. Like she can't even, she couldn't fucking walk a straight line if she had to.
It's just incredible. There's no common sense, and it's all they have a goal, and you don't want to be a part of it. That's what the Democratic Party's turned into, and a lot of Republicans enable it. So it's a uniparty, and there's few people outside of that fucking game that don't want to be a part of that game. It appears more and more likely that Trump actually, I honestly think that something happened, and his perspective got a little bit more fucking intense when he dodged that bullet, because he's doing things and saying things that I wanted him to say a long time ago. I was hoping to see him come to make these different points, and he's doing it now. So I really think that did change the guy. And I think he's more determined to fix and get rid of these fucking cancer, because it almost killed him, right?
Yeah.
And just for his own personal vendetta, he needs to drain that fucking swamp. Because that was the thing that I demanded, and I was a big part of it. I really wanted to see that happen. And anybody connected to that allegation that Trump was a Russian spy or Putin's puppet, any media organization or politician connected to that fucking theory was criminally complicit and involved with inventing it. It never, not. Listen, I could get to the furthest reaches of the galaxy, okay, easier than you could disprove what I'm telling you. Okay?
Yeah.
And so he didn't do anything as president. And I was very critical of him. A lot of people that know me from politics, I was very critical of Trump. Yeah, he did a lot of good things, but the things that really needed to be done, the wall was one of them, but really the threat to Mexico was another one. That could have actually, and it did help keep the border down. Mexico's got a wall on its southern border. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a fucking wall between them and Panama.
Hmm.
And they let the gates open and let these people come through. And Trump said, if you don't stop doing that, then you're not going to do business in America anymore. And they went and shut their southern border. That was a big reason why. So he did do things, listen, that I completely comprehend and understand and agree with the right things. But what matters the most to the American public is the crime cartels within your system need to be fucking gutted. Period. End of story. That should be his only concern. And I get the sense that that really is his concern, because if you notice, he's not surrounding himself with politicians anymore. And actually today, when asked if he would endorse a Republican against a guy that he hates, Adam Schiff, hates the guy. Okay? And Trump would not endorse the Republican. He said, I don't know who the guy is. And if he would like my endorsement, he should just get in touch with me and let me know a little bit about him. That's the correct answer. Rather than just jumping on he's a Republican, I want. Because Trump has learned his lesson. It doesn't matter if there's an R next to your name, you could still be my enemy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's different things that he said and things that he's pointed out and actions that he's claims he's going to do, which are to me pivotally different than what he was doing in the first 4 years. I think this break in the presidency, the fact that it was stolen from him, the fact that they almost killed him over it, I think that's had a profound effect on him. And I really think he's bound and determined to try to rid us of all these crime cartels.
Well, hopefully we'll get the opportunity to find out.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have that opportunity. And that's a good note to end on. So there was only one vote for president, and Cletus, it wasn't you.
Oh,
so well. No.
Okay. I can gracefully accept defeat.
Well, got him. Which was that why I booted him, because you can't have a loser up here on stage with you, right? You know, so you could have voted 1 for Sarge, 2 for Cletus. Nobody voted for Cletus. 1 vote for Sarge. Thank you, Foxlight. And you know, you just can't have a loser up on stage with you, I guess. Anyway, sorry about the cough. Let me see here. There we go. The winning vote. A look at the baby. So, the winning vote. Here we are, folks. It's Your Ass Hurts News Network, live from Beijing, China. In the world-renowned Cock Tower, with the world-renowned Lick of My Balls Convention Center. You folks have a good weekend while I die.